provided in the following manner. Real-time access to the planning board meeting is available utilizing the Zoom link or telephone number and meeting ID provided below. Public comment can be addressed to the planning board by utilizing the Zoom link and telephone number. The link is townofbarnstable-us.zoom.us/J/832-602-65895. The phone number 888-475-4499, and tonight's meeting ID 832-602-65895. Applicants, their representatives, and individuals required or entitled to appear before the planning board may appear remotely and may participate through the link or telephone number provided. Documentary exhibits and/or visual presentations should be submitted in advance of the meeting so they may be displayed for remote public access viewing. These materials may be accessed by contacting Karen Pina at karen.pina@town.barnstable.ma.us or calling 508-862-4064. The meeting notice has been previously filed with the town clerk in accordance with Mass General Law. At this time, I will call tonight's meeting to order and introduce our board members and town staff. Starting with, has Matt joined us? No, starting with Ray.
Good evening, Ray Sexton.
And Bob.
Good evening, Bob Twist.
And Tim.
Good evening, Tim O'Neill.
And staff, we have Jim.
Good evening, Jim Cupper, Assistant Director, Planning and Development.
And Karen.
Good evening, Karen Pina, Admin Assistant, Planning and Development.
And my name is Steve Robichaud. Notice of recording, this meeting, the meeting will be televised live via Xfinity Channel 8 or High Definition Channel 1072. It may also be accessed via the Government Access Channel live stream on the Town of Barnstable's website, streaming85.townofbarnstable.us/cablecast public site /watch/1?channel=1. And we have Matt as well. Matt, if you could introduce yourself. I see Matt on there. Matt, are you with us?
He looks frozen.
All right. All right, we'll wait on Matt. We will move to our general public comment session. This is for public comment not related to any items on this evening's agenda. If anybody is here for any general public comment, this would be the time to step forward, unmute yourself, state your name for the record, and go ahead with your 3-minute public comment session. Okay, seeing none, we will move on to the first item this evening, which is an approval not required plan. And Bob, would you mind taking this A&R?
Sure. Approval not required plan. Stuart Bornstein, doing business as Windmill Square LLC, has submitted an approval not required plan entitled Approval Not Required Plan of Land at Windmill Square Plaza, 3821 Falmouth Road, Route 28, Marston's Mills, Massachusetts, 02648, dated September 20th, 2023, revised October 18th, 2023.
All right, excellent.
Thank you. In any event, Mr. Chairman, this is not a public hearing, and we don't need to open one.
Okay, excellent. I appreciate that, Bob. And if the applicant is here, if we could just have a brief presentation, a brief summary of this item.
I believe Mr. Bornstein is here, but I'm happy to pull up the plan and go over it with the board if you like.
That'd be great, Jim. Yes, please proceed.
That's fine.
In just a moment. Sarah, if you don't mind giving me access.
You're all set. Go ahead.
And Stu, I see you just unmuted. If you have anything you'd like to say before Jim makes a brief overview, please go ahead.
No, I just made sure I had it unmuted so you wouldn't have an issue.
Okay, great. I appreciate it.
Excellent. So as you guys see on the screen, hopefully this is an approval not required plan And this is actually after speaking with the civil engineer for this project, John Churchill. This is a confirmatory plan for land court. No lot lines are being changed. And the lot lines are as they are today. This is again confirmatory, as previously the Dunkin' Donuts, which is that corner parcel, was carved off of this lot, and there were questions about the secondary lot, the larger lot, and land court required that the applicant confirm the lot lines and have it endorsed by the planning board prior to moving forward. And so the surveyor has provided those lot lines again, and the applicant is seeking your endorsement today. I will also note that obviously this is an existing parcel, and it is served by a public way, two public ways access that are paved. Both of them are paved. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Jim. So yeah, just to summarize, this is a brand new, fresh survey just done to confirm all the existing conditions for the land court.
Correct. It is 2 years old or so, but yes, it is an up-to-date plan, and it is to confirm for land court. Okay,
great. We'll just go to the board real quick to see if the board has any questions or comments, starting with Ray.
None here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, Ray. And Bob?
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you, Bob. Tim?
I only have one question, and this is just maybe for Jim. Previously, when you said that Dunkin' Donuts structure was split off, was that done as an A&R through this board back when that happened, or?
Yes, I believe that is accurate. Mr. Bornstein can correct me if I'm wrong, though.
That's it. Other than that, no real questions.
Okay, great. And Matt, anything to add? All set. Okay, perfect. Matt's all set. And Stu, anything else to add?
No, it's just a clean up some loose ends, basically. That's what it's about.
Okay, great. Well, at this time, we'd look for a motion on this, motion off the annotated agenda, and there are two findings to reference on the staff report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move to endorse the entitled approval not required plan of land at Windmill Square Plaza, 3821 Falmouth Road, Route 28, Marston's Mills, Mass. 02648, prepared by JC Engineering, Inc. Last revised October 18th, 2023, as an approval not required plan, with the following two findings, which are found on page 2 of the staff report dated November 7th. 1, it does not constitute a subdivision because each of the lots have minimum required frontage on an existing way having suitable grades and adequate construction to provide for the needs of vehicular traffic in relation to the proposed use and for the installation of municipal services to serve such use. And 2, all materials and conditions of Chapter 801, Article 4, approval not required plans have been submitted and are in full compliance.
Great, thank you for that, Bob. And do we have a second?
This is Tim, I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. All those in favor? Ray?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Tim?
Aye.
Matt? Got the thumbs up from Matt. That's an aye, and myself votes aye. It's unanimous, and the motion passes. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Bornstein. Appreciate that. Moving along, we have no special permits on our agenda this evening. We have no reg agreements on our agenda this evening. We have 2 Chapter 91 notices, 40 Waterman Farm Road in Centerville, Cornwall for a boardwalk, ramp, and float, and the Energy Facilities Board, Eversource, for the West Barnstable substation zoning exemption. Jim, do you have a staff update on the LCP?
Sure, it can be brief. The LCPC, the committee, has openings for a few vacant spots, and the town manager is providing recommendations for town council's ratification, I believe, on Thursday for those vacancies. The next meeting of the LCPC is November 30th, where we'll discuss future land use mapping.
Great, excellent, appreciate that. Before I move on, is there any questions for Jim about the LCP? All right, moving along. Approval of minutes. Look for a motion to approve the October 23, 2023 draft minutes.
So moved.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, Ray. And a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. All those in favor? Ray?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Tim?
Aye.
And myself, Steve Robichaud, votes aye. And Matt? Matt, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Matt, we're voting on the minutes. Motion on to approve the draft minutes.
That's okay. You have a quorum.
Yeah, I have enough, right? I have 4. All right, motion carries. The minutes are approved. Future meetings, November 27th and December 11th at 7 p.m. And Jim, remind us that November 27th is the joint meeting with the Historic Commission.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you. I just wanted to remind the board of that. November 27th, joint meeting in the public hearing room, both the planning board and the Hyannis Main Street Waterfront Historic District, so we can go over the updated design guidelines and provide further input and hopefully at some point very soon seeking adoption of those updated design guidelines.
That's great, Jim. Greatly appreciate it. And I know we all have a copy of that. I do encourage everyone to carve out some time with Jim. He's got nothing on his plate, tons of time. So, but no, really, I the time that I work with Jim, I get a lot out of it. So definitely very valuable. Anything before we adjourn this evening?
Jim, on that November 27th meeting, you said that's that's the big room, right? It's not the little room off to the side.
That's all right. That's right. You're at the big boy table for that one. Everyone will be there. We'll have both boards, a board and commission, and we'll go over that. I'll have a PowerPoint of the design guidelines that we can go page by page.
Yeah, sounds great. Yep, it'll take some time, but there's plenty of room for all of us, and I think it will be time well spent. Anything else before we adjourn? Look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Bob. In a second.
If I can, real quick before we finalize that motion.
Yeah, sorry, Jim, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I do want to make mention, because you guys played a valuable role in this, that at Town Council will be announced that the American Planning Association's Massachusetts chapter has named Barnstable the Community of the Year for planning. So I just want to let you guys know that, because you guys were instrumental in all the great work that's going on in downtown Hyannis. So that'll be announced on Thursday, and hopefully tune in for that. Thank you.
Wow, we certainly will. And I will take this opportunity to say that our role is nothing compared to what Elizabeth, Jim, Karen, Kate, and the rest of the team has done. They work tirelessly. I don't know how they get through everything on their plates, and they should all be very, very proud of what they've done. So, okay.
You're here.
Great. All right. So we've got a motion to adjourn made by Bob and a second on the table from Tim. All those in favor? Ray?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Tim?
Aye.
Matt? We got a thumbs up from Matt. That's an aye. And myself votes aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all. Have a great evening.